Well guys, here is a brand new Victoria-free after-action report. And this is the very first one on the official game. Not the leak like my Gran Colombia New Granada game was. So anyways, this is the first one I finally finished of many games I've played as. This is Venezuela into Gran Colombia. So yeah, it was pretty much a boring shit fest for like the first 7 years of the game, trying to build up the economy and all that. Going fine as usual till the 1850s and 60s, and so when the economy started to die, like no matter what I do, eventually had to get rid of a university, which massively helped out. And then I decided once again to try and join a custom union with France. And it actually worked because all the times beforehand when I did it, my economy would just die and my population would just migrate away. And that happened for quite a bit before finally things started to turn around. And everything went off good ever since. Kept building up the economy, became a major power. And then once with that major power by the 1910s almost, built up my army enough, and I started beating the crap out of everyone. Took over all of Haiti. I then took over all of Somalia as my only colonies because I focused more on South America. As I beat the absolute shit out of Brazil. Naval invaded them from multiple fronts. France got a port right here because they helped us out as our overlord basically. We had to beat the shit out of Belgium. And then after that, I eventually... a revolution broke out in Colombia. New Granada. And I actually helped them and won, so Colombia formed. And then soon afterwards, after helping them, I forced them to become a puppet of mine. They just gave up like that. Then, the Amazonian uprising happened on Peru-Bolivia. So, I helped them out and beat the shit out of Peru-Bolivia, so they lost that. Then, I attacked Ecuador, beat the shit out of them, and forced them to be a puppet of mine. And with that, I was able to form Gran Colombia as Venezuela, like one of the weaker members of it. Although I think Ecuador's weaker. So yeah, after that, I just kept building stuff up. I beat the shit out of Brazil again to take this over. And then near the end of the game, a rebellion broke out, I can't remember what they're pronounced, in Peru-Bolivia, helped them out. But we actually lost. Even though we actually had them quite beaten shit out of. Thankfully, I didn't lose anything from the loss, like prestige or anything. And that's how the game ended, as I was 9th place in the game. And of course, I can't become a great power because if I do, my economy will literally die. So, 1,756 prestige. My GDP to 157 million, which is the 7th best in the world. My GDP per capita is 5th in the world. And my standard of living is 14th place. Earlier in the game, at one point, it was number 1. So yeah, most of the game for like the last 40 years I had to go alternate back and forth, back and forth, back and forth into getting as high as tax possible and then lower them as low as possible. 18.3 million people, which is the 14th highest in the world. And yeah, that's it in all that regard. So that was my first ever game as officially too on the official version, not the leak, as Venezuela. And of course I had so many games as New Granada, Korea, Australia. I have a whole bunch of games I need to get back to. Maybe do some more ones. So, it seems I finally figured it out. And hopefully, I can continue to succeed as everyone else. And here is the final results of my Venezuela into Gran Colombia.